the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. This is a place to connect, to inspire, to heal, and to empower you to live a healthy, happy, and purposeful life from your heart. I'm Pavlina Jirushkova, your host. I'm an intuitive health and life coach, and I help women to connect to themselves, to step into their power and their purpose, and to heal from within. I believe that all issues we are experiencing in life, physical, mental, and emotional, arise from being disconnected from your heart, from your true self, and I'm going to help you to open your mind, to connect to your heart, and to heal from within. So let's dive right in. Hello, beautiful soul. Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the Heart Connection podcast. Today, I want to talk about stress and the role of chronic stress in chronic health issues, which is a topic that is really, really important, I feel. And I will get to the topic, get to the role of stress in chronic health issues in a little bit. But before I get into it, I want to first invite you to my free masterclass, Awaken Healing, which is happening next week from the 7th to the 9th of December. It will be a 3-part masterclass, about an hour each day. And it's a free masterclass to awaken the healing power within you and transform from sick, stressed, and overwhelmed to conscious health and well-being. So it's quite relevant to today's topic, and I would like to tell you a little bit more about it because it will be today's topic will be leading into the free masterclass, and I will guide you through some sessions, through some exercises in the free masterclass that are relevant to today's topic as well. So I thought it would be not only relevant, but it will be a way for you to experience what I talk about today on the podcast, and not just today, but in the past as well. And like I said, each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will guide you through a different healing exercise that will help you to connect to your inner wisdom and identify blocks that are standing in the way of your health and well-being. Also, unveil some of the root causes of your health issues in your subconscious, in your energetic body, and at the soul level. And also, that will help you to consciously release some of the blocks and root causes with the help of EFT, your soul wisdom, and your inner voice. On day 1, it will be focused on unblocking healing with EFT. So I will be talking about root causes of chronic health issues and the role of stress, again, relevant to today's topic. I will be talking about what are your symptoms telling you, the symptoms you are experiencing, what they mean, and also how they are related to stress, what are emotional and energetic blocks and how you can release them. I will talk more about what is EFT and how it can help you heal, and we will be doing a guided EFT exercise that will help you release stress and overwhelm and unblock healing with EFT. So it will be really packed each day. And there was day 1, there will be on Tuesday, 7th of December. On Wednesday, the 8th, on day 2, we will do an energetic cleanse with your inner voice. So I will talk a little bit about what, if you're not familiar, what inner voice is, how you can connect to it, and how it can help you heal. And we will be doing a guided energetic cleanse with your inner voice. So you will I will guide you to connect with your inner voice, your intuition, because it's always easier to experience it firsthand than just when people talk about it. So I will guide you how you can connect to your inner voice, and I will guide you to intuitively lead you, and me and your inner voice will guide you together and help you to release and heal some of the emotional and energetic blocks that have contributed to the development of your chronic health issues, or that are standing in the way of your health and well-being. So that will be day 2 on, and on day 3, that will be focused on awakening to your soul healing. So we will be going to the soul level, and I will be talking about the influence of past life wounds and ancestral baggage on your health. And I will guide you through a soul therapy session and activation. We will touch upon your purpose in this lifetime, which part of your purpose everyone who is here at this lifetime, at this time, came here to not only to heal your past, yourself, but also your soul, your ancestors, and help heal humanity. So it will be a soul deep activation and healing to help you to connect with your soul, with your highest self and your soul wisdom. You will gain some insights about the deeper purpose of your health issues in this lifetime, because a lot of the time your health issues aren't just connected to your current lifetime, they're not just based on what you are experiencing in this lifetime and about your body in this lifetime. They might be, maybe, and probably are much deeper. And we will activate your healing power with the help of your soul wisdom. And I will talk about a little bit how you can continue healing with me going forward. And one thing that came through for me today, I actually asked my inner voice, I was interested, why are so many women sick compared to men? Because when it comes to chronic health issues, about 75% of people who suffer from chronic health issues, including eczema, autoimmune disease, digestive issues, and so on, are women. So I asked my inner voice today, and what came through is, and that's related to day 3, what I just talked about, what we're going to be doing on day 3 of Awaken Healing Masterclass. My inner voice said that the feminine is more needed to awaken, to rise. And your health issues, I talked about it, was it last week or the week before, I think, on this podcast, that suffering and chronic health issues are a way for us to awaken to the truth of who we are, to spiritually awaken to what's underneath, and then that there is more than just the physical, more than just that meets the eye. And my inner voice said that we who are sick, women who are sick, we have chosen to come in this lifetime, to incarnate in this lifetime, in this body, to experience pain and suffering that would help us to awaken, to rise, to grow, and that our souls knew that it was for the highest good of all, and that we have consciously chosen to be here to experience this. And my inner voice also said that the dominance of the masculine, of the mind, is no longer sustainable, as opposed to the feminine, the intuition. So it's needed for the feminine or the intuition to rise, to awaken, to grow, to bring balance into the world. It's about the balance between the masculine and the feminine, between the mind and the heart, between physical and non-physical. So it's all about balance, yin and yang, seeking equilibrium. So now the feminine is rising, intuition is rising, and that's all part of why so many women these days are sick. It's helping us to reconnect to ourselves and helping us to heal not just ourselves, but also our ancestors, our communities, and ultimately humanity. So that was a side note, but I just thought it was really interesting what came through today. So I wanted to share it with you. So coming back to Awaken Healing Masterclass, if you want to start your transformation from sick, stressed, and overwhelmed in the physical world, in your physical body, to awake, empowered, and consciously healthy, sign up for free. Sign up to Awaken Healing Masterclass. I will include the link in the show notes, and it will be an experience definitely for all of us, because it will be group. I love group sessions. I love leading group exercises because the energy is so much more powerful than just working one-to-one, because it's we are all energy and we are all connected, and this way it's even more potent when we heal together, because we are all one. We are energy, we are connected, we are all part of the universe, and we are all extension of source energy. So it's, we heal together. We all came here to heal together. And this is all about conscious healing, awakening healing. So that will be happening next week. And I'm so excited, and I can't wait for you to join me and heal together. So that was Awaken Healing Masterclass, and coming to today's topic, stress and chronic health issues. First, I wanted to say that stress is a general term, so it means a lot of different things, and underneath stress, when we say we are stressed, we hide a lot of different emotions, different thoughts, different physical sensations. But one thing is that ultimately stress can be mental, can be emotional, can be physical. But how it was set up in the past, in evolution, it's stress in the body is a physiological reaction to perceived danger. So back in the days when we were living in tribes or closer to nature, stress was a reaction of the body to perceived danger. So when, for example, there was a dangerous situation, we were attacked by a bear or a tiger or the neighboring tribe, then the body would get into a fight or flight reaction, which means the body concentrates all the energy on either fighting or running away, so fight or flight. And so what isn't necessary in this situation is, for example, immunity or reproduction or hormonal functions in the body, and so on, and certain hormonal functions, and so on and so on. So in stressful situations like this, all the energy goes into your limbs, so you can run faster, so your legs and arms, and so you can either fight or flight. And all of the other functions of the body are shut down. And when we experience chronic stress these days, it's hardly ever we really in physiological danger and physical danger, so 99% or even more, 99% of the time, stress is just in the mind. It's not physical stress. Hardly ever you really in a situation that you would be in danger. So most of the time it's just in the mind. It's all the shoulds and have tos and to-dos we think we need to do, or we think that like all our to-do lists and everything, and all the hustle culture, and it's the masculine energy, which is go, 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 men as opposed to women. Women are cyclical, like we have our cycles, approximately 28 days, and we aren't built to work in ways that men do, working 9 to 5 and so on and so on. And back in the days also, it worked differently. We didn't have to go to work and take care of children or build a career and take off a household and everything else. So these days, especially as women, if you have children or if you don't, it doesn't matter. We are put in situations that aren't natural for us. So that's why we are chronically stressed, and that has influenced our health. So when we're living under constant stress, and especially in the Western culture, that we feel like we need to get a good education and get a good job and get a house and so many different things. And especially for some women that have grown up in dysfunctional families, like many of us have, and I have as well, with, for example, I grew up with an alcoholic father, and that's many of us feel like who grew up like this. And I know many women who grew up in similar situations, in similar circumstances. And when you grow up with someone who is an alcoholic or who is abusive and so on, we feel like there is no control, and we feel like we need to get some control over our lives. So we try to push ourselves. We're always trying to prove something to ourselves, to others. And a lot of us feel like we need to have a good career, earn a lot of money, and we keep pushing ourselves so we wouldn't end up, for example, like our mothers who were, abused by the alcoholic father or by the abusive father. It can be different situations, but especially when you feel this need to go, to get a great career, get all the education, get the good job and everything, and prove to someone that you are good enough, because often we, in these dysfunctional families, we feel like we needed to prove that we are good enough. Because my father, for example, I felt like I needed to prove something because of all the lack of control. Nothing was in control. So it's constant stress, constant need to prove something. Like I said, all the shoulds and have tos and to dos, and it's just not in the family. It doesn't mean that if you didn't have an alcoholic father or an abusive parent that you don't live under stress. It's society, it's the communities, it's Western culture in general. It's go, 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 hustle, hustle, earn the money, get the big house, get a big car, do this, do that, and get all the things. And we under constant stress. So it's all the thoughts, emotions, and physical reactions to all these things, because we live in the mind. Most of people in the Western culture live in the head. They aren't connected to the body, their body. They aren't connected to their intuition. And our nervous system is depleted. Our bodies don't function properly because under all the stressful thoughts and emotions they're underneath, it will sooner or later manifest physically. So we are living in constant fight or flight, where, like I said, your body will shut down all the non-essential processes like immunity, reproduction, and so on, and because they are not necessary for immediate survival. And it's what controls these reactions is the primitive part of our brain. And because we have developed so much, in the last century or last couple of centuries, our bodies haven't, or our brains haven't caught up. So we still have this primitive brain, or this part of our brain that controls the fight or flight response. But we are faced with different situations that cause chronic stress. And if we continue living in the mind, disconnected from our heart, disconnected from our intuition, sooner or later we will get sick. And that's one part of it. Second part of it is that, like I said, my inner voice shared with me, what came through is that we have actually chosen, consciously, our souls have chosen to come here and change it. And more people, especially women, are waking up. It can be through, we are sort of forced to wake up through some form of suffering, which can be, it can be chronic health issues, it can be different things, some traumas, some strong situations that cause us to awaken from the dream, from the perception of the mind, from the make-believe world, from the matrix, and wake up. And one of the ways to calm the body, calm the mind, calm the emotions, and relieve the stress on the body, but also identify the underlying root causes in the subconscious and on the energetic level. The best way I know is definitely EFT or tapping. You might have heard of either terms, but it's the same, EFT or tapping. EFT means emotional freedom techniques, and it's a combination of acupressure and modern psychology, and I would call it acupuncture for body, mind, and soul, because it works on so many levels, and it relieves not only, the energetic blocks, the physical stress, but also mental, emotional. It calms body, mind, and soul. So, and it helps you to identify what's underneath the stress, the thoughts, the emotions, and it also addresses the sensations in the body. It addresses the symptoms you are experiencing when you suffer from some chronic health issues or not chronic. It doesn't matter. EFT works like it's like a wonder solution for so many things, and it definitely works for treating, healing chronic health issues, and it helps you also to connect to your subconscious, connect to yourself. And for me, it was the first tool I discovered that helped me personally with the health issues, and it's still one of the main tools I use with my clients. And like I said, it not only calms the mind and the body and helps you to remove energetic blocks, but it also helps you to reprogram brain, your limiting beliefs, your mind patterns, and it's proven today scientifically, it can even change gene expression. So it really works on so many levels, and it helps you to reprogram your brain, release the energetic emotional blocks that are underneath your health issues, and it helps you to get the energy moving in your body, in your energy field, and so much more. And I won't talk about how specifically it works because it's much easier to do it on video, and I will do that in the Awaken Healing Masterclass on day 1. I will show you how to tap, and we will do a guided EFT exercise to release stress and overwhelm, and we will touch upon healing and so on. I will talk about it there more, so you can experience it firsthand. So that's EFT, and I could talk about EFT for so long, but like I said, I can talk about it for so long, but until you actually try it, until you experience it, then it's completely different, because it's like talking about surfing or skiing, but then before you actually experience it, it's completely different. So you will have a chance to experience it with me in the Awaken Healing Masterclass if you sign up for free. That's happening next week between the 7th and the 9th of December. Another way to relieve stress, another way I like to use, and EFT is definitely one of the main tools, and especially if it includes strong emotions, it's definitely usually the first tools I use, or even for addressing symptoms. I mentioned many times here that my eczema still flares up sometimes, and I experienced it many times that, even though I knew why my eczema flared up, because I was stressing out about work, or I had something going on in my personal life, or there was some sort of stress or heightened emotions, and my eczema would flare up, and I knew what was behind it, and I did all the other things, but before I actually tapped on it, before I used EFT, sometimes it would go away, sometimes it's enough to realize what's behind it, but if it doesn't go away, then first tool I use is EFT. And it sometimes takes only a few minutes to tap and to go in the subconscious and address what's underneath. And I will combine it sometimes with inner voice as well. I might ask my inner voice what I'm not seeing, or what I should tap on. So I might combine different modalities, but EFT is usually the first one and the quickest and the most effective, because it works on so many levels. And when I mention inner voice, so that will be, like I said, it will be the topic of day 2 for Awaken Healing Masterclass. And inner voice, or your intuition, which most of you who are listening will know, will help you to connect your intuition. You have to get out of the mind, and you will connect to your intuition, your heart, your soul. And that's another way, how to release stress, because like I said, stress is usually in the mind. We are stressing about something that might happen, or that did happen, or that could happen, or that we should do or shouldn't do, and all of these things. So it means we're not really present. And when you come back to your center, when you come back to your heart, when you connect to your intuition, your inner voice, and breathe. That's usually the first thing my inner voice would say when I ask what I need to do. When I'm stressing out, for example, when I ask my inner voice, the first thing I would hear, and that's what most inner voices say, is to breathe. And when you breathe deeply, especially when you exhale deeply, audibly, it will help you to connect to your intuition, to your inner voice, to your heart, to your soul, and get out of the head. And I mentioned on day 2 of Awaken Healing Masterclass, we will do a guided session with your inner voice, to an energetic cleanse, to help you release some of the stress again, to connect to your inner voice and let yourself be guided by your inner voice to release again some of the emotional or energetic blocks, some of the thoughts that might be connected to it. So that's the second way to get out of the head, get out of the constant chatter in the head that is connected to your stress, that's based on past experiences, that's not you being present, but that's just you living in the perceived reality of the mind. That's another thing my inner voice said, that stress is a reaction of your body to perceived reality of the mind. It's not actually real. And it can, I mentioned that before, it can really influence your physical health, because your body will shut down when you're in constant stress, and you will, sooner or later, you will get sick. So when you're living in constant stress, when you're living in constant fear, your body will sooner or later start manifesting some symptoms, which are really signals from your inner voice, from your intuition, from your soul, from your body, that you are not living in alignment with your highest self. You're not in alignment with your intuition, with your soul, with the truth of who you are. So it might be subtle nudges first, whispers of the body or of your intuition. And if you not paying attention, if you constantly in the mind, you might not even hear them. You might even not even notice them. So what happens is they will get stronger. The nudges will get stronger over time if you don't listen, and that will manifest as physical symptoms or even mental health symptoms, but especially physical symptoms are usually a sign from your intuition, from your body, that you're not living in alignment. So on day 2, we will do an exercise with your inner voice connected again. It's so much better to experience it firsthand. So I will guide you to connect to your inner voice, to connect to your heart, and together with your inner voice, I will guide you to release again some of the stress and overwhelm and some of the energetic emotional blocks that might be at the root of your symptoms, your health issues. And I already talked about day 3, so I won't talk about it more. But yeah, stress is just, again, a reaction of your body to reality perceived by your mind. It's not even real. It's just in the mind. And it can influence your mental, physical, emotional health so much. And it's just a sign that you are disconnected from your true self. So once you start connecting, once you start going within, you start awakening to the truth of who you are and following the guidance and releasing what is not in alignment. All the thoughts, all the emotions that you haven't processed, and so on, then you will start healing. Again, to recap, if you sign up for Awaken Healing Masterclass happening between the 7th and the 9th of December, free masterclass I'm running next week, it will help you to relieve stress and overwhelm, calm the body, mind, and your emotions, connect your intuition and cleanse your energy field, and guide you to awaken to your soul wisdom and activate healing. So it will be a sample of profound healing, awakening, connection, empowerment, and activation that you can experience when working with me in the long term, example, 1-to-1 or within Conscious Healing Blueprint that I'll be running from January onwards. So if you would like to experience this, if you would like to connect to your intuition, experience EFT and relieve some of the stress and overwhelm and start healing and awaken to the truth of who you are, sign up. It's completely free, no obligation, and it will be amazing. Like I said, I love these group sessions. It's so powerful to heal together, to experience these things together, because we are really all connected. And by healing ourselves, we are helping others as well, not just in this lifetime, but on different levels in past lives, even our ancestors and our children, and so on and so on. So don't forget to sign up and share it with friends who would benefit from it as well. I will include the link in the show notes, and I hope to see you there. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and I will talk more about it in the masterclass. So hopefully I will see you there. And if not, that's fine too. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again soon. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours, and have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and see you in the masterclass next week. Bye-bye.